Hi, I'm Kenny Prado here with Mr. Morris to talk about the blood drive. Hi, Mr. Morris. Thank you for coming.
Sure thing.
So I heard there's a blood drive?
Yeah, for the fifth consecutive year here at the high school, we're going to be hosting a student blood drive. It's going to be in the boys' side of the gymnasium a week from today, Tuesday, April 30th, from 8 in the morning to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
So who can exactly donate?
To be eligible to donate, you have to be at least 16 years old. If you're 16, you need parental permission, and I have a form for students to take home to have filled out by their parents. 17 or older, you do not need parental permission, but you will need that form. Like I said, you'll need it that day to bring it if you want to be able to donate. Common exclusions can be if you're underweight. Normally for boys, that's not much of an issue. You pretty much only have to be over 4 feet 10 inches tall. For the girls, there is a height and weight requirement, so we do have some students turned away because of that. Also tattoos. If anybody has had a tattoo within the last year, the state of Pennsylvania will not allow somebody to donate if they've had a tattoo within a year. If it's been more than a year, you're fine.
So how does the process work?
As far as donating blood?
Yeah.
Well, the actual donation of the blood only takes 5 to 10 minutes. You spend more time filling out paperwork and answering questions than you do actually donating the blood. But you come in, you'll answer a series of questions just to ensure you feel well that day and that you're going to you'll be able to recover properly when all is said and done. Once you get through the prerequisite questions, you'll be greeted by a nurse. Sat down, and then they'll prick your arm, and it's a pinch and a burn. That's it. I know a lot of people get scared of needles and things like that, but you ask people that have donated before, more often than not, the anticipation is far worse than the reality when somebody actually donates blood. And the process, like I said, takes about anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. Then you go to the recovery station for 15 to 20 minutes, get a bite to eat, and ship you back to class.
So how do you sign up? Are you selected to do it, or?
I have a sign-up sheet in my room, in room 304. Also at selected lunches, I have a group of kids who are going to be helping me out, and there's just basically a sign-in sheet that I have with appointments, and kids will get passes the morning of that'll just remind them when to show up. We'll also put something out there to remind kids to, eat a proper dinner the night before and stay hydrated and have a good breakfast the morning of, just to ensure they feel well afterwards.
So after you donate blood, what happens? What do you do? Are there certain requirements that you need to?
You pretty much want to take it easy. Everybody reacts differently. I'm a bigger guy. I've played a basketball game after donating blood. It wasn't the smartest thing I ever did, but some people, you normally just want to relax for the rest of the day. Just stay hydrated. 9 out of 10 people will feel fine. As long as you stay hydrated, you'll be okay. The Red Cross does provide a number in case you are feeling more ill than normal, for you to get in touch with somebody. But more often than not, dehydration is the problem, that people don't drink enough water naturally, let alone if you give a pint of your blood. But more often than not, like I said, 9 out of 10 people are going to feel fine.
So why are you guys doing the blood drive?
Well, the Red Cross is always at a shortage. It doesn't matter what time of year, but the amount of pints of blood that are required, there's never enough there. So we need to increase the stockpile, and one way to do that is by going to local high schools. And we've had tremendous success over the course of the last several years here by providing the Red Cross with dozens and dozens and dozens of donations that are much needed around the area.
Have you ever received a large amount of students and a lot of them being turned away?
We did 2 years ago. We had a number of students, and unfortunately, again, it was girls who their iron levels were low. And one of the things they'll do in that process I talked about when you sign up is they'll just prick your finger. They take blood and they test your iron levels. And more often than not, it's females, not males, whose iron levels may be a little bit low. And so just to ensure, things that can ensure that you have healthy iron levels are green leafy vegetables, meats, chicken, anything along those lines, normally will ensure that your iron levels are well within the range to be able to donate.
So this is an important cause, you believe?
There's no doubt about it. Personally, for me, it was because my father was sick most of my life growing up, and he needed blood a lot. My mom instilled the value of it in me, and I'm just trying to kind of pay it forward and get kids interested. And my hope is not just do they donate here to get extra credit in my class or whatever. But as they, become young adults and grow into, their adult life, they continue to donate because, like I said, there's never enough. There's always going to be a shortage.
Well, is there anything else you would like to add?
No, I just want to reiterate the days. Again, it's going to be Tuesday, April 30th, here at boys' side of the gym. And again, I know what keeps a lot of people away is the fear of needles. And I'm telling you, no one's a fan of needles. But this, again, it's a pinch and a burn, and that's it, and you're fine. So, like I said, it's the anticipation more than anything that I think drives people crazy. But the more the people we can get signed up, the better off. And I want to send the Red Cross home with a bunch of pints to be able to dole out to the local hospitals.
Yeah, I'll make sure I donate myself. Well, thank you so much.
Excellent. Happy to help.
All right, you guys heard it. April 30th, blood drive. Make sure you donate blood. Now back to our host.